Hello, I'm Jenny, virtual presenter of Canal Innova Plus. Innova Plus News, CNPq and Finep is on the air, bringing posts available on the internet between January 8 and 16, 2024. But, before you start, be sure to subscribe to our channel, here on YouTube. It's fast and free. Oh, you're already subscribed, so, thank you so much for your support. Take advantage and press the notification bell to stay up to date with the news of the channel, and also like and share the videos you like on your social networks. Help us reach the 1,000 subscriber mark. Let's get to today's posts. First, block, CNPq. News number 1, CNPq, January 8, 2024, CNPq releases the annual global import quota for research in the year 2024. The National Council for Scientific and Technological Development, CNPq, and the Ministry of Science, Technology, and Innovation, MCTI, released the 2024 Global Import Quota, in accordance with the conditions established by Laws 8.010/1990 and 8.032/1990. The limit for the 2023 period is $265 million to be used by entities and researchers, as well as companies with research, technology, and innovation projects. The quota is distributed and controlled by CNPq, a unique activity for the national scientific community. The distribution criteria for 2024 include the registration of the import license in the CNPq system, respect for the annual limit, and the deduction of the import value directly from the CNPq quota. News number 2, CNPq, January 10, 2024, CNPq and FAPESP offer scholarships for young researchers on strategic topics for São Paulo. The São Paulo Research Foundation, FAPESP, and the National Council for Scientific and Technological Development, CNPq, have launched a new proposal to support the nomination of young researchers. Proposals will be submitted through FAPESP's Management Support System until February 19, 2024. The proposal aims to create favorable conditions for young researchers to pursue a career in São Paulo through junior research grants, PDJ, and entrepreneurship grants, PDI, in public or private companies, especially in technology-based startups. The funds will be allocated by CNPq and FAPESP, the latter of which will provide capital and consulting services for the research grant in the amount of 52,350 Brazilian reals. News number 3, Federal University of Mato Grosso do Sul, January 12, 2024, scholarship holders can compete for the 21st CNPq Outstanding Scientific and Technological Initiation Award. The National Council for Scientific and Technological Development, CNPq, is distributing 75,000 Brazilian reals in cash and more than 1 million Brazilian reals in scholarships to students in the 21st edition of the Scientific and Technological Initiatives Award. The award is divided into 4 categories: scientific and technological initiatives, junior scientific initiatives, and institutional merit. The winners will be announced at the Dean of Research and Graduate Studies, Prop, by January 25, according to the guidelines on the page. The winners will be selected by Prop's Secretariat of Scientific and Technological Initiation, which will send the best stories in each category to CNPq. The selection will also prioritize the scientific and technological initiatives awarded at Integra UFMS 2023. The award has been held since 2003, with categories and values increasing with each edition. Winners will be notified by their respective advisors and will be able to visit more students and institutions. News number 4, FOLHA de São Paulo, January 15, 2024. Podcast discusses motherhood and misogyny in research and science. The podcast's debate on gender inequality in academia and science has been fueled by cases of researchers who have faced negative evaluations and negative funding for their scientific work. One of these cases is that of Cibele Russo, a professor at the University of São Carlos, who was denied a production bonus by CNPq in December. The Parents in Science movement confirmed that women represent only 35% of the workforce at CNPq, a gap that has persisted for 2 decades. The podcast Café de Manhã discusses the topic with journalist Victoria Damasceno, editor of the Todos Initiative. The podcast is available on Spotify, FOLHA's streaming service, and is hosted by Mage Flores and Gustavo Simon, with production by Leila Maulam and Victor Lacombe. The podcast is also available on the FOLHA de SΑO Paulo website. News number 5, Federal University of Piauí, January 16, 2024, UFPI professors win approval in CNPq call number 14/2023, support for international projects. Professors from the Federal University of Piauí, UFPI, were approved for research projects under the scope of the National Council for Scientific and Technological Development, CNPq, 14/2023. These projects are focused on several areas of knowledge, including nursing, philosophy, and pharmacology. The projects, supported by CNPq, aim to stimulate international cooperation and foster scientific production in various areas. The project is seen as an engine of international importance for the university's knowledge production, ensuring the internationalization of programs and the interaction of knowledge and projects with foreign researchers. The project also aims to study poverty and the challenges faced by people living in poverty, as well as the proposal for democratic inclusion in the population studied. The project is also an achievement for UFPI's professional development, with the objective of promoting healthy aging and better health systems in serving the population. Teixeira Soares Alves, professor of the graduate program in materials engineering at UFPI, has approved a project for the construction of sustainable agriculture, in exchange between two graduate programs. Second block, Finep. News number 6, Finep, January 9, 2024, Neo-industrialization on new bases and support for innovation in companies. The Finep organization is organizing a seminar on energy transition and decarbonization, focusing on two crucial topics for Brazil's future: the challenge of facing global temperature increase and climate change, the just energy transition through affordable technologies and investments for emerging countries, Brazil's commitments at COP28, renewable and clean energy technologies, Brazil's advantages for sustainable development and social inclusion, and energy transition with Brazilian regional development and decarbonized economy. The seminar will take place on January 16 at 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., with the participation of renowned speakers. The coordinator will be Professor Fernando Peregrino, head of Finep's office. News number 7, Brasil de Fato, January 15, 2024, energy transition and decarbonization are topics of debate organized by Finep in Rio. Finep is organizing a series of seminars on energy transition and decarbonization in Rio de Janeiro. The event will take place on the 16th, Tuesday, at 10 a.m., at Flamengo Beach. Speakers will discuss the challenges of addressing rising global temperatures and climate change, the just transition to renewable energy through technology and investments, Brazil's commitments at COP28, renewable and clean technologies, Brazil's advantages for sustainable development and social inclusion, and the transition to a carbon-neutral economy. The results of the discussions will serve as a subsidy for the 5th National Conference on Science, Technology, and Innovation, CNCTI, in June 2024, with a focus on science, technology, and innovation for a just, sustainable and developed Brazil. The first seminars produced recommendations for the conference, including the mapping of the entire research and production chain, the financing of infrastructure for state-of-the-art research, the consideration of public procurement alternatives for health products, and the training of skilled workers in the pharmaceutical production implemented by the technology. News number 8, Finep, January 16, 2024, joint public call for partnership projects in sustainable energy and oil between Brazilian and Norwegian companies has been launched. Finep and the Norwegian Research Council, RCN, launched a public consortium called Finep RCN in 2023 to support cooperation projects between the two countries, starting in 2024. The themes are sustainable energy and oil. The deadline for the proposal is March 6. Finep will allocate 15 million Brazilian reals to the consortium, dividing the resources equally between oil and renewable energy projects. The project may involve collaboration with industrial and research sectors, but this is not a mandatory requirement. The FNDCT will also allocate 3 million Brazilian reals to the National Council for Scientific and Technological Development, CNPq, to finance the activities of Brazilian participants in Norway. Finep for Finep is open to companies legally registered for the production or sale of goods or services for profit, with registered shares based in Brazil. However, companies and institutions from Norway and Brazil cannot belong to the same economic group. News number 9, SC Economy, January 16, 2024. Credit operations and innovation projects grow with an investment of 6.4 billion Brazilian reals from Finep. Finep contracted more than 6.4 billion Brazilian reals in credit operations for innovation projects, a significant increase due to the reduction in tax rates and the increase in available resources. The Regional Development Bank of the Extreme South, BRDE, has been the main channel for refinancing Finep's resources, contributing with more than 40% of annual refinancing. The manufacturing and information and communication technology sector has been the largest contributor. BRD is also focused on attracting more investment in the coming years, with plans to invest up to 850 million Brazilian reals in economic subsidies during COP28.